Hey y'all, hey y'all, hey y'all. Am I on here? Is it coming up? Oh, hello. Hey y'all. I just got on here real quick to show y'all. We're gonna build an offer real quick, okay? Y'all, it's 2026. You watching me on your phone right now. Why you watching me on your phone? Why you not building an offer? Why you not making no income? Okay. So I'm gonna show you. I don't care if you have any experience. I don't care if you're a mom, a dad, a guy, a girl, a boy, a gal, does not matter. If you have a phone and access to Wi-Fi, you should be generating income from your phone. If you don't know me, my name is Sierra Janez. This is your first time seeing me. I'm a wife, a mom, and two. And I help people get started with digital marketing because shit changed my life. Okay. I was tired of watching my husband work 2 full-time jobs. I don't know if I got anybody watching me right now. You working 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4 jobs, 5 jobs just to try to pay your bills. I'm telling you right now, working harder is never going to get you the life that you want. It's not. It's not. They lied to us, y'all. They lied to us. So I get on here pretty much a couple days out of the week to show y'all how to get started with digital marketing. I've been in the game now for, well, officially, y'all, 2 years. So I want you to know you're learning from someone who really do this shit. Okay. I made over $400,000 literally right under 2 years, right under 2 years. And if I can do this shit, y'all can do this shit too. Ain't nothing better than, I ain't got nothing better about me that y'all ain't got. Okay. Other than, baby, I was tired of being broke. I was tired of living in the same goddamn cycle over and over and over. So I did some shit about it. Okay. And I've been able to help people literally from the ages of 16 all the way up to 67. So again, I don't want to hear no excuses about, well, but I'm too young. I'm not tech savvy. You on this motherfucking phone. You is on this motherfucking phone. So let's get into it, okay? So do I got anybody? I want to take some volunteers because I ain't been on live in a minute. So I want to show y'all. Does anybody in here been wanting to get into digital marketing, affiliate marketing, but you've been nervous, you've been scared? Hey, Saucy, how are you? Because I want to ask you, what is something that you're good at? Because I can help you turn that into a paying offer, okay? Okay, I know everybody hear about courses and stuff like that, and y'all be like, I don't want to do no motherfucking course. I don't want to do nothing. But y'all, learning skills, especially in this day and age right now, especially to do with content creation, building a brand, all that shit can change your life, okay? I mean, it can't, okay? Digital marketing, y'all, is a billion-dollar industry. And the crazy thing about it is you do the shit every day for free. Why don't you start getting paid for it? When I say you do it every day for free, I mean, anytime you reposting something, your favorite brand, your favorite artist, anything like that, you know what I'm saying? You promoting their shit. You getting them paid. You sending people their way. You should be doing the exact same thing for yourself, And for anybody that's like, hey, I want to do it. I want to get started, but I just don't want to create content. Y'all, we're living in a day and age where you can create AI content for your business, okay? Where you don't even have to show your business. So again, no excuse. If you have been praying and asking God, to send you an opportunity, maybe this is your opportunity right here, okay? And like I said, I'm just quickly showing you how to do this, okay? You ain't got to do nothing. You ain't got to buy nothing unless you want to, okay? So no pressure. But again, do I have anybody in the room right now? Because I want to build you an offer. I want to build you an offer literally in less than 10 minutes because, y'all, that's how long it takes. You could be up 20K, 30K, 40K right now if you would take the things that you already good at and turn it into an offer. Think about something that comes to you really, really easy and people have said, girl, you need to be charging for that. Or boy, you need to be charging for that. Why haven't you? Why are you so afraid? What you nervous about? Okay. So again, I'm going to actually I know what I'm gonna do. Since I ain't got no volunteers, I'm just gonna do a random. So I have different students literally all over the world, and I've helped them create their offers. Right, I've worked with men, women, young people, old people, kids still in high school, all that shit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go into my text messages, and I'm gonna pick on one of my random students because that's gonna give me an idea. I know this idea is random as hell. Hey, is it Samariah? Hey, Saucy. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pick on somebody's name, and hopefully they are somebody that has an offer. And we're gonna just do that. Let's see. I'm gonna stop. Oh, Tina. Okay, so I'm gonna do Tina. Okay. Again, I ain't got nobody in here that y'all want me to build your offer. I'm gonna show you real quick. So Miss Tina. Okay, so Miss Tina, I started working with her back in December, if I'm not mistaken. And Miss Tina, let me tell you something about Miss Tina. She be traveling everywhere, y'all. This woman has went when I say everywhere, everywhere. And so when I met her, She has seen me on YouTube. A lot of people find me on YouTube. If you coming in the room, hey y'all, I'm just quickly, explaining digital marketing, what I do and how y'all can get started, whatever like that. But when I started working with Tina, she found me on YouTube and she seen me, talking about my digital products and how the ones that I've been selling for the last 2 years, right? Well, she was like, hey, I want to do what you're doing or whatever like that. You said you made all this money. And this is the number one thing, y'all, where people be fucking up. Okay. And this is why I'm not your average coach. I'm not your average teacher. Baby, I don't do all that bullshit. Okay. I'm going to give it to you straight. All right. But Tina was like, man, I want to do what you want. I want to do what you do. And that was just kind of like reselling courses, and I'm like, well, and show people essentially how to make money online. Right. But see, that's where a lot of people make mistakes because they think that, what you see me doing, you think that this is what you're going to be doing. I choose to be in the wealth niche. Okay. I choose to help people learn how to make income online because that's something that I'm good at, something that I've been able to do outside of just them being a reseller course. Okay. Hey, Bo, if I'm saying that right, welcome in, sis. Okay. So that's the first thing I want y'all to realize, especially if you're watching me. When I'm saying I'm going to teach you how to make income online, I'm telling you how to take the skills that you already have. Okay. Now, yes, we want to learn more things like marketing, branding, sales psychology, right? Because that's what's going to help us get our offer out there. Hey, PJ, welcome in. You know what I mean? But at the same time, if that ain't some shit you want to do, don't do that shit. Okay. You want to be passionate about what you're doing and showing them. I genuinely enjoy y'all getting on here and talking to y'all and helping y'all and showing y'all how y'all too can do this, regardless if you invest with me or not. Okay. I literally give you whatever you need, answer your questions. That's what I get on here for. Okay. And again, if you want to invest, cool. If not, no feelings hurt. I'm just trying to spread the word because the shit is too easy. Okay. Because I know what it's like to be in that cycle, right? Of working overtime and getting paid just for my money to be gone the day that my money actually hits my account. I got tired of that shit personally, right? And I thought, what was me? I thought I was the only person going through that. I don't know if anybody in the room feels the same way, right? And you know how you be praying and you be asking God, like, God, I promise you, if you get me out of this situation, God, I'm gonna help as many people as I can. Y'all, that was my exact prayer. And that's what he did. When I found and came across digital marketing, hey Bloom, hey Blessed by Chan, hey Francesca, welcome in, hey Sina. But y'all, when I was praying, I was asking God to send me away, and he did that. That's why I said, baby, I go forever. What you need? I get on here and get a girls. I'm gonna give you the sauce, okay? So again, if you're not following me right now on YouTube, first of all, subscribe to my channel because I try to drop gems on here every day. I get on live pretty much 3 or 4 times out of the week. So catch me when you can. I'm gingerbread man, okay? Okay, but again, going back to that's probably the number one mistake, y'all, that so many people make is when you see people talking about digital marketing. That's because a lot of people don't educate y'all. Y'all just get the quick here of you're gonna make all this money, and yes, you absolutely can, right? You absolutely can, y'all. My first 23 days in the game, I made 15K, most money I ever made. I was like, girl, damn. Thank you, Francesca, for liking the live, right? But again, I want you to think outside of that. Now, I want to go back for a second because I know I got new people coming in. What are you good at? What are people constantly, telling you? So when I was talking to Tina, I'm like, Tina, you ain't gonna do that shit. I'm like, girl, what do you be doing every day, like all day? Like, what's the main thing that be on your mind? Hey, y'all, welcome in. Hey, DeAndre. Is it DeAndre? Hey, Ashley. Right? And so she was like, well, I'm always traveling. And see, and this is where y'all be fucking up too. Y'all be thinking the things that you're doing. Thank you for pronouncing my name correct. Oh, of course, sis. And I barely can read. Look at me. Thank you, sis. Look, it was meant for us to connect. No, but so I was like, Tina, so what do you be doing? I can't salsa dance, Ashley. You know what I'm saying? I was just listening to some Selena earlier. You know what I'm saying? I'm just playing, y'all. But I'm sorry, y'all. I ain't been alive in a minute, so I'm a little hype. So, but anyways, and she was like, oh, I be traveling and stuff like that, but I have to do that for work. And I'm like, girl, you be traveling, like, where you be staying at? And Tina, like, before I had went to Dubai, she actually was telling me about like Dubai and like places to stay. And I'm like, girl, you need to be putting together motherfucking itineraries and selling them. You know what I mean? It went straight over her head. She was like, girl, I like, why? I don't understand, like, why would anybody want? And she was like, you know what? People do always be asking me, like, when I be planning my trips and where I be staying and how I be getting, the good deals and the good prices and this, and this. Y'all, this is what I mean. And this is exactly what I teach my students, okay? Yes, if you want to jump on the scene of just selling a course, cool. You can do that, right? But I really want to be passionate about what I do. I want to be excited about what I do. And that's exactly what I teach, each one of my students. Like, you got to really love this shit, okay? Because it's up one day, it's down the next day, it's up one day, it's up, down. That's just entrepreneurship for you, okay? But so, basically we got together and you know what I mean? And literally, y'all, long story short, she used my framework, which I call the SCIO method, right? Where you learn high income skills, right? It don't take forever to learn it, right? You got to understand branding. You got to understand marketing. You got to understand how to say things to people, right? To make them actually want to buy. Why y'all think motherfuckers will say, instead of saying $100, say $99.99? It's just a penny off. But guess what? That psychologically does something to a buyer, right? That psychologically makes people buy. You know what I mean? As women, as moms, a lot of times that's who I'm talking to or who my main audience is, right? I know how to speak to a mom, right? Where she understands me and I understand her, where she feels seen, because a lot of the time she do feel left out. A lot of times she do feel like, damn, don't nobody got my motherfucking mad. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I speak to my audience. Those are things that you have to learn, right? Regardless of whatever it is that you do, right? But again, yes, we all want to make some money and everything like that, but at the same time, you could get really good at selling something if it's some shit that you are already good at, if it's some shit that you are already doing, y'all. So again, anyways, I helped Tina put together her offer, right, of literally selling these itineraries, y'all. Literally day 3 of her launching. And Tina, if you in the live, make sure you say something too, girl. But literally her 3rd day of actually launching her product. Mind you, this woman had never created a digital asset before, never created a digital product. Girl barely knew how to use Canva. She had Canva, but barely knew how to use Canva, right? Y'all, sold her offer, one of her itineraries, literally for $47. For $47. And then someone else, right, was like, damn, I'm not going to Dubai, but I am planning on going to Thailand. Get literally her, what she put out there brought her audience. For a lot of y'all that be saying, oh, I don't have a lot of followers, oh, I don't have all this is the power of what social media is, y'all. This is the power of what content creation is. Fuck some followers, okay? Don't nobody care, baby. What do you need? Let me answer your question for you. And when you get on live and when you make content with a purpose, right, with something that you already get good at, something that you already are going to do anyway, and you can turn it into income, baby, chef cats. Okay, so that's what I teach. And that's exactly what I'm going to show y'all today. So again, I like to take volunteers. If anybody wants to share, like, hey, I'm really good at this. People be telling me I should charge for this, but I just don't know how to create an offer. I'm gonna be happy to show you. But I'm gonna go ahead and use Tina example since I was talking about her, and then we can kind of walk through the process. If y'all, I'm on here simply just talking about digital marketing and affiliate marketing. If that's not something that you're interested in, I'm just letting you know this live is probably not for you. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna turn my camera around here on TikTok. And y'all, I'm blind today. That's why I got on my glasses. So please excuse me. My hair look crazy. I've been swimming. I thought I was a mermaid. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. I know it takes a second on YouTube. So y'all let me know. Y'all with me? Y'all with me? I ain't had no volunteers, y'all. I wanted to build you an offer real quick. Let me know if I got anybody in the room that want me to build your offer from scratch. Because we gonna do it. I'm tired of you making excuses talking about you ain't got no money. Why you ain't got no money? Huh? Because it don't take nothing. It don't take nothing. Okay, so I'm hit hide. Okay. So y'all, this is the SCIO bot, right? So this is a bot that I created, right, to help my students be able to extract those skills. Because again, I don't care, like I said earlier at the beginning of this live, regardless if you have experience or not, regardless if you have a follower or not, none of that shit matters. At the end of the day, there is something that you're good at. There is something that you have overcame that you used to struggle with, right? And now to you, it's a piece of cake, right? People are willing to pay for that knowledge. People are willing to pay for that information, and you can package it into an asset, whether that's an ebook, a guide, a course, a audio training, a Telegram group, whatever. You can monetize it. Okay, so all I'm just simply telling you is stop getting on this internet, okay, for free. Stop promoting Beyonce and Cardi B and sharing their links and doing that shit for free, and you ain't getting no kind of commission. Tap into affiliate marketing and digital marketing, y'all. It's too easy. Okay, you got this phone, you got access to Wi-Fi. Why are you not doing nothing with it? You only need really 2 apps. Okay, it could be ChatGPT, Claude, one or the other. Okay, I'm definitely gonna say Claudina. Okay, I'm definitely gonna say Claudina, but also Canva as well. Okay, and you have no excuse. You ain't got to start from scratch. So stop making excuses. I've been able to help grandmas. Okay. But anyways, y'all, let me go in here and just go into the bot. So when you get into the bot, you if once you get inside of the SCIO method, I give you like pre-prompts that you can use, right? So again, for my complete beginners that are like, girl, I don't even know how to talk to AI. I don't even know what to do. Don't worry about it. I got you. Okay. But again, let's go with Tina's story, for example. So I'm just going to start from the very beginning. This is how you would start if you wanted to build your offer and use this same exact system. Hey, so today's my first day in the SCIO method, and I'm excited. I want to build my own offer, right? So Sierra was telling me that because I be traveling and stuff like that, and people are always asking like what hotels I be staying at, how I can get them for a low price. You know what I'm saying? Where the best restaurants at the spots that I be at. Some of the places that I've traveled are Puerto Rico, Thailand, Dubai, Bali, Hawaii. And of course, I have a few places in the United States, but I really want to kind of focus on like international traveling. But I just don't know how to like turn this into an actual offer. Can you help me? Y'all see how detailed I was? Y'all see how I gave it the sauce? Okay. Why is it still going? What happened? Okay. My computer a little delayed, y'all. So sorry. Okay, so we gonna see what it give us, okay? Period. Is my battery about to die? Oh Lord. It's always something. Okay, so it says yo, and of course, y'all, this bot I trained it to kind of sound like me. So you sound like me. Let's see, let me plug in my thing, y'all. Second. Okay, so let's read what it says and let's go through this. So it says, yo, first of all, this is actually fire. Listen, most people come into SCIO saying that we ain't gonna be on it, but it says, where should I stay? How'd you get that hotel so cheap? Boom. So she just basically asking questions and stuff like that, right? So it says, your skill is helping people travel internationally without wasting money, time, or getting overwhelmed. That's the transformation, okay? It's very important, right? And so it says your before could be, hey, I want to go to Bali or Dubai, but I don't know where to start. And the after is going to be, I know exactly where to stay, where to eat, what to do, and how to avoid overpaying. Okay. And so she just, the SCIO bot is just basically walking you through, like, it's important to know that you have that transformation. So one thing, as y'all watching me right now, I want you to think, because again, you can use the same method. Now you can use it in regular chat GPT. It's not going to be as detailed because again, I specifically trained this on how to extract your skills from you and actually turn it into an offer that will sell. Okay. So the next step that we have to do is make sure that, it's something that people actually want, right? If the world was, kind of shut down right now, we was kind of going through COVID again, or this Hanta, you know what I mean? Right. Then maybe this might not be the best idea or the best, product to be trying to launch right now. We have to consider all that. Okay, so it gives you a lot of information, and then it starts giving you like ideas. The international travel blueprint, and this could be like a digital guide showing people the best areas to stay. Recommend hotels by budget. Recommendations, tourist traps to avoid, things like that. Okay, cool. So we're gonna keep going. Now it's talking about like possibly how to actually format the offer, right? So it says you may actually have two offers hiding here. So offer one could be a destination guide. So this could be like a Bali travel blueprint or Dubai on a budget, right? That I already know that Dubai on a budget will go crazy because baby, people, you know what I'm saying, them Duros be Duros. Okay. But it says this could be anywhere priced from like $27 to $47. Okay. And this is great for like a beginner. Again, y'all see a lot of people get so hung up on like the graphics and what your offer has to look like, when if it solves a clear problem, if it's something that people actually want, y'all, people will buy Google Docs if the shit is gonna help them. Okay. So stop thinking that you have to be this graphic designer. This is where Canva comes in. You can use templates, right? And literally just copy and paste your information over. The point is, this is something that you know how to do. This is something that you've done, right? And you have proof of that, right? So as long as you're sharing that information with someone and somebody wants it, that is what's going to make it sell. Okay. So, and then it also says offer two could be a bigger opportunity. And this is a personalized travel planning service, right? So this is really cool too. And this is kind of similar to what Tina do. Now, someone says, I'm taking my wife to Bali in September. You create hotel recommendations, a restaurant list, activities, transportation plan, budget breakdown, and charge $97 to $297 depending on the depth. Okay. So first of all, can we just back up for a second? Because this is what I mean. And anybody that's coming in the room, I want y'all to get out of this thought process of thinking that the only way that you can make money with digital marketing or affiliate marketing is just reselling somebody's shit or reselling another course. Yeah, you can do that. I made a lot of money doing that, but the point is you can take the skills that you already have and turn that into your own offer. If you're traveling, like I said, using this example right here, right? Why not use that? First of all, you're gonna do this shit anyway. As you planning your trip, right? As you putting together, maybe you are a planner who puts together an itinerary just for yourself. You could turn around and copy and paste that itinerary into a template and sell it for $27. post a piece of content about you actually being wherever you were at. Maybe you were in Dubai, right? All right, hey, this is what I did when I was in Dubai. Just regular lifestyle content that you would be posting anyway, and then you just turn around and plug in a product to it. That is how you can get paid, and that is how you can create wealth from yourself, by simply literally sharing what you're already doing. Okay, yeah, you can hop into the field of reselling some shit and learning from it, right? And that's cool. But at the same time, the point and the one thing that like I said, I want y'all to take from me is I teach ownership. Okay, because there's nothing like having your own and being able to literally take that cap off of your earning potential. With digital marketing, with affiliate marketing, y'all, and you having access to AI and Canva and Claude, literally you have no excuse to be broke. You know what I mean? And again, I say that to what you don't know is what you don't know. Okay. But that's why I'm trying to quickly show you. Okay. You don't have to resell a course. And I want to make that very clear. If that's something that you don't want to do, you don't have to. Okay. I encourage everybody, even if you are reselling the course, baby, create your own offer, because it's the best thing that you can do, because you can control it, right? You can pull it off the shelf if you don't want it on the shelf. You can take it off the internet if you don't want to take it off. That's completely up to you. Okay. So again, it gives you these two options or whatever like that. So again, like I said, when you get inside of the SCIO bot, I also give you prompts to use to help you kind of continue and, build your offer. So I'm gonna hop in here and say, okay, I like both of these. So I like them both, but I think because I'm a beginner, I want to start with the offer one. What should I actually name it? I wanted to match more of my vibe. I'm a Black girl. I'm in my millennial era. I'm a Leo. Y'all just making up shit. I love the color pink, but I want to appeal to not just women, or maybe I should. I don't know. I'm trying to act like this is how y'all be acting. I don't know. What's my niche? So maybe I wanted to appeal to, like, moms who want to get a getaway or a vacation, or should I just focus on just like my age demographic, like maybe the 21. I'm just playing. I ain't 21. Maybe the 25 to 45 range. Okay, y'all, and the more specific you are and you talk to AI, the better your answer gonna be, right? So let's see what it gives it. Okay, so it says, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Real talk. I think you're trying to solve 3 problems at once. See, I'm glad I did that. Okay, cool. I can predict my shit so well. It says, who am I selling to? What am I selling? And what do I call it? We need to answer them in that order. And listen, I will not lead with the Black girl travel. See, you cutting people out. You cutting people out of the market. Okay, it says, I would not leave with Black girl travel. That's a part of your brand and your story, but it's not the problem you're solving. People don't buy because you're a Black woman. People buy because they want an amazing trip without spending 37 hours researching hotels and restaurants. Big difference. Now you ask me your audience. Not for everyone. 25 to 45. That is too broad. The people I'm hearing are professionals who want luxury experiences without luxury prices. Now, no shade. I'm glad that it did this, because again, this is where I see a lot of beginners make mistakes, and they want to talk to everybody. And when you're trying to talk to everybody, y'all don't reach nobody. So this is why it's very important. This is why I kind of want to show y'all and walk y'all through the process so y'all kind of understand, right? So no shade. But obviously, if I'm trying to offer these luxury experiences and shit that costs money, right? I'm probably not gonna be talking to maybe like a college student, because hell, they, you know what I'm saying? The hell, or even right after that, right? What's my age frame? And don't be afraid, like you limited yourself, or like you are what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. But this is, again, I just kind of wanted to show y'all this, and I'm glad that it called it out, because again, I see this so much where people are like, hey, I wanna reach everybody or whatever like that. Regardless of who you're talking to, the more specific you are and the more people feel like you're talking to them directly, and I mean one person, right? People are going to reach out to you anyway. I typically get on here, y'all, and I talk to moms all damn day long, but that has not stopped me from helping, women who aren't moms, men, dads, grandma, you know what I mean? So don't feel like, you're going to be losing out if you don't, you know what I'm saying? Narrow that shit down and be clear, because the more clear you are, the more authority it feels like you have, or it sounds like you have when you're talking in your content. And it's just like, okay, damn, she talked like, damn, she was talking to me. And when your audience feels like that, that's going to make them buy like immediately. Okay. So it says that's sexy, that's specific, that's valuable. Think about it. Nobody's waking up saying, I need a travel guide. They wake up saying, I want a nice vacation, but I don't want to spend $8,000. Okay. And it says that's the pain. So then it goes over like your pain points with you. And then it even gives you, some actual offer ideas. So again, you're not lost here. Now, do you have to use these? No, right? And if you wanted to give it a little more, you know what I mean, a little more sauce, you can have it do that as well too. But at the point, hey Tanisha, how are you? But again, the point is you getting a blueprint, okay? You're not starting from scratch. This is literally you just talking to it and sharing the skills that you already have, right? And we creating that offer from it. Okay, so I'm gonna skip this because I don't want to read everything, y'all. Okay, so what I wanted to do is build me that will help me be able to sell offer and something that I can use over and over in my content. So this is the next thing, and this is also where a lot of beginners don't really realize, y'all. People feel like, especially as a beginner, that you got to get on this internet and kind of like reinvent the wheel every goddamn day, and you don't. When your message is clear, when your offer is clear, when there is a clear transformation, people are gonna buy that shit because people buy outcomes. Okay, don't nobody give a damn about what it is, how long it took you to put it together, how even cute the shit is. Like I said, I have students that literally sell Google Docs. Okay, that literally sell Google Docs, y'all, and make 10K months. So nobody cares. Yes, we love a good aesthetic. Don't get me wrong, but don't let that shit hold you back. The point is, what is your offer, and are you clear on it, right? So it says, okay, this right here is a sentence that becomes your bio, your content theme, your sales page headline, your Instagram pitch, your TikTok description, your email signature, and everything. Okay, so it gave us a core statement. I help everyday travelers experience luxury international vacations without luxury price tags by showing them exactly where to stay, eat, and explore without spending hours of research. Okay, so you gonna leave with this every time you get on, baby. When you get on live, baby, if you traveling, whatever, okay, you're gonna use this, right? And when you have this is the foundation of your business, right? So that way you're not confused about what to post, you're not confused about what to say, you're not confused about what to talk about when you're talking about your offer. You just simply share this, and by putting this in your bio, right? And this is another thing where people be fucking up, y'all. Again, I'm telling you, I'm giving y'all the behind the scenes, okay? Sorry, y'all. Let me hey YouTube. But this is where people be messing up, y'all. Y'all constantly are thinking that it's like content pillars and and I gotta appeal to these people and I gotta appeal to these people. That's where you fuck up, because you trying to go viral just to be going viral, but are you going viral for what your offer is about? Are you going viral for, what it is that you're trying to actually put out there? And let me clear this up right now, because I know a lot of people gonna be like, but I just don't like to sell when I'm helping you. How is selling bad when, the thing that I'm offering you is either A, saving you money, saving you time, saving you your energy, you know what I mean? So y'all got to get that out of your head. Now, if you don't believe in something and you out here selling some bullshit, that's why selling feels nasty. That's why it feels icky. But I love what I get to do. I love that I get to get on this internet and talk to y'all and share with y'all and help people change and transform their lives. I've literally had students that were living in their car to now earning their first home, being able to buy their first car, being able to get out of debt, being able to literally transform their lives. And baby, how their lives transform, I got a inkling of that. So, get that out of your head. If you are genuinely helping somebody and you're serving, hey Angel, that's not a bad thing, y'all. So stop. Again, a lot of people ain't gonna tell y'all this shit. That's why I'm telling you. Okay, get that out of your head. That's not a bad thing. Okay. So again, it gives us our core offer statement. And then also it gives us a brand positioning. Okay. So again, this is why you won't have to show up. It says our brand positioning statement is going to be international vacations on real life budgets, guides, hotel recommendations, restaurant shortcuts. Okay, did you see how it like literally like just brought you there? It made that's why I was reading it like that, because it made it feel like you luxury. Okay, when I go to Bali and I'm out here and I got me a little, a nice little hut out in the water and stuff like that, and I know where spots is at. You know what I mean? Like, put me on, sis, baby. Let's throw a I forget the name of the money in Bali. I can't think of it right now. But let's a little because like in Dubai is dirhams. In Bali it's I don't know why I can't think of the currency. But even throw that in there too, to show people like on average, hey, this is what you're gonna be spending. Okay. When you give people, y'all gotta get out of thinking like it has to be like, oh, I have to be so techie or so technical. Is the shit gonna help somebody? Because that's the I want, right? When I'm traveling, I want to know everything. I want to know how much is dinner gonna be. Is it all inclusive? Okay, like all of that. And when you're doing that, so again, like it don't have to be showing people how to make money. I have a teacher, y'all, who literally her offer is she tutors parents, okay? And then she gives the parents summer packets. Like she just dropped this, which is really neat. Shout out to you, McKinley. She puts together, like, you know how kids be getting summer, what is it called? Summer school homework, all that shit or whatever like that. Well, she giving that to the parents. And you know how many people, like literally 6 parents bought her offer to literally stay up, you know, with their kids. Y'all know these kids is fucked up in the head now. They don't really know shit, okay? Unless you as the parent go above and beyond. Okay, so again, use what you already have. All right, use what you already have, and then it gives us a content statement and things like that. And just thinking about, like, if you want to ask it for content ideas, you can do all of that. Okay. And then lastly, I just want to show y'all this, and I'm gonna kind of hop to see if anybody has any questions. Okay, so what would be the best format I basically create this digital product in? Should I do like a checklist or a guide or ebook? I'm not that great at, you know, designing things. I know how to use Canva, but you know, I just want to make this as easy as possible. And when do you think I'll be able to get my first sale? This is the type of shit y'all be saying when y'all be talking to ChatGPT. But this ain't ChatGPT. This is the sicko bot, okay? Y'all for that little light. I was trying to be professional. Okay, it says, okay, listen, this is where people get stuff for months. They spend 6 weeks designing logos. Yeah, can y'all tell that I created this bot? Can y'all tell? 3 weeks picking fonts, because that's what y'all be doing, wasting so much goddamn time. Another month building a course nobody asked for. Oof, tell them, girl, tell them. Then wonder why they haven't made any money. I'm not going to let you do that. Your first version should not be an ebook, and it definitely shouldn't be a course. Why? Because you are trying to validate demand, not win a design award. The easiest version is Passport Rich Bali edition. That motherfucker kind of hit though. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of dope. Okay, a simple PDF guide. That's it. 10 to 20 pages max. Done. No fancy graphics. All that. So okay, boom. Do y'all see this? Okay, we're gonna keep going. All right, and literally she outlines it for us, or whatever you want to call your sickle bot. Okay, mine's is a girl. Okay, she outlines it for us. She puts the welcome in there, the best neighborhoods to stay in, hotel recommendations, all that. Right now, what you would do is, here, since she kind of outlined it for you, then this is where you drop your knowledge, right? So if you wanted to like screenshot this or something like that, but then be like, okay, welcome. So boom, I would literally get on here and I'm gonna try to do it for y'all. Let me see if it let me do it. I don't know if I'm gonna remember. I'm probably gonna forget. Just write it for me so that way I'm able to just drop it into like a cute little PDF situation. My brand colors, or maybe put like some traveling trees or whatever like that to give real Bali vibes, right? So page 1, welcome. So I want to say something like, this is for you know, I don't know. This is for the person who's been ready to get away, been saving, and been curious about traveling to Bali. A person who good luxury, but at a discounted cost. And then page 2 could be, these are my top 5 spots to stay at in Bali. We're gonna say number 1 is Katika Krashka. Number 2 is the Breakfast Club brunch pancake spot. Y'all making shit up if y'all didn't notice, okay? And then number 3 is the mud room spa. Okay, and then the hotel recommendations, I'm just gonna say stay at the W, the Level, and the Hilton. The ranges of those hotels ranges anywhere from $265 a night to $585 a night. And then on page 6 through 8 for restaurants, just make me like a little outline that I could just like copy and paste the name of the restaurants exactly along with their location. And then let me just see what we have so far. But go ahead and just like turn this into a complete like document for me. That way I can, like I said, drop Canva, add my colors and like some photos and stuff. Okay, y'all, and this is how you be talking. This is how I talk to y'all, okay? So after we let it do its thing, we're going to see what it comes up with. And then we're going to go into Canva and we're going to drop it, right? So boom. So you see how I gave us this? All right, but we're going to copy all this. This is what I mean when I say you can literally create an offer literally in 10 minutes or less. I'm talking, so I'm bullshitting talking to y'all, but literally you can do this in 10 minutes or less, right? So I'm going to go into Canva real quick. Just real fast. And since we just making a PDF, I mean, if you want to make a cover, you can do that. I mean, but again, don't stress yourself out about that because nobody cares. They don't. If you want to be fancy, do that. Oh no, my Canva not working again. I've been having issues with Canva, y'all. I wanted to quickly show y'all this, but I don't think it's gonna let me. I need some water. No, my Canva. Okay, I ain't gonna be able to show y'all today. But y'all, and then you just kind of keep going through the process. Like I said, this isn't regular Chat GPT. So like I said, it's designed, and I literally have over 18 built in to the bot to literally help you, like I said, extract what you already know, take the skills, right, and turn it into because it really is that easy. It really is that simple. Okay. If I can do this shit, you can do this too. If I have students that literally were in high school all the way up to 67 years old, being able to take and use the tools that we have, the tools that you own every single day, and turn it into something. Yeah, and again, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not the biggest low ticket person, but you can make a lot of money low ticket, okay? Because you know why? People gonna always buy some low ticket shit. They just are, right? But if it truly really helps them, you know what I mean? That people are gonna keep coming back. And like I said, you're doing it anyway. I have a young lady who literally shows people how to create like natural cleaning products at home and stuff like that. You know how many people want that information? Maybe you're someone who's like baking, especially with all this fucked up food and processed food and stuff like that. You know how many people are gonna want that information? You can create YouTube videos. It don't have to be an ebook. It don't have to be a guide. It don't have to be a PDF, right? But that's one of the easiest ways that you can start generating income for yourself. And hell, you make a YouTube video talking about your offer, bringing traffic to your page, right? Stop trying to go viral for the wrong thing. Stop trying to create content about the wrong thing and getting the wrong attention, right? If you are intentional with your social media page, y'all, and you're talking about, hey, if I'm getting on the internet and talking about basketball every single day, my bio say basketball, da da da. Well, 9 times out of 10, if you clicking on my link, you're probably interested in basketball, okay? But instead, so many people are trying to, well, I want to appeal to the lifestyle people. I want to appeal to these people. I want to appeal to these people. And then you mad when you're not selling shit. You mad when you're not making no money. But it is what is it that you're passionate about? What is it that you're already good at? What is it that you're already doing that people are like, damn, how did you do that shit that fast? How did you do that shit that quick? Okay, that means that right there is an indication. And 9 times out of 10, again, we still got to validate it, right? And when I say validate, that's something as simply as hopping on TikTok, y'all, hopping on YouTube and typing in, hey, are people typing in how to go vegan? What's the easiest way to go vegan? You know what I mean? Or make the transition from, being a meat eater to going completely vegan. If people are looking for that, that means that there's an audience out there and people want your information. And when you pop up in search, when you pop up on the scene and you got the motherfucking answer, people gonna be like, take my money. Don't nobody care about the price, y'all. There are $1 million mentorships out here. There are $1 million products out here, right? But if people see fit and they see the outcome that they can get out of that product, baby, I'm going to find somehow, some way. A lot of motherfuckers right now is living paycheck to paycheck, but guess what? It's not stopping them to go see, is it Usher and Chris Brown? Whoever on tour, it ain't stopping them to do that. People pay for what they want to pay for. People pay for the result that they want to get. And if you have something, maybe you're a mom, right? Who literally, you ain't get no surgery, you ain't get no BBL, you lost your fupa girl in 90 days. And you did it the healthy way. Baby, you got an exercise plan probably. You got a diet plan probably. Share that because there's another mom right now who's about to have her baby or just had her baby, right? And she's looking for a solution. She's looking for an answer how she can lose her motherfucking fupa in 30 days or less, or in 90 days or less, right? So again, y'all, when you learn to actually, start with your product and start with what you're good at, instead of trying to hop into something, right? Because you see somebody doing it, right? And again, I'm not knocking it. I'm not knocking it. Again, I started that way, y'all. I just wanted to make income. But at the same time, at the core of where I started was learning high income skills, was learning digital marketing, was under truly understanding affiliate marketing. And maybe I stopped getting on this internet for motherfuckers. And a lot of y'all are on this internet for free and you're promoting a product. You're talking about a product for free, baby. You're not about to hear. Y'all can't see no brands up in here now. You're not about to see no brand from me, baby, if I ain't getting paid for it, because that's the power of affiliate marketing. That's the power of digital marketing. And everything that I just showed you inside of the SCIO Method right now, y'all, it's a one-time investment of $97 where you actually learn how to create and extract and turn your offer into not just a digital product, but an asset, okay? Because assets are things that you can sell, literally weeks from today, months from today, years from today, y'all. I've been selling the same digital products for the last 2 years. If I can do that shit, you can do that as well, okay? There's nothing that I have that you don't, other than I just stopped motherfucking procrastinating. I stopped making excuses and I was like, shit, I ain't about to keep watching these people on the internet blow up And again, I don't do this shit for the attention, y'all. I do it for literally the impact and of course the income. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn about how many followers I got, how many likes I got, how many people. Baby, I don't care. Am I helping you? That's all I give a damn about. So again, stop thinking that you're not qualified because you see these people, on the internet, and they have all these followers. Y'all I ain't got a large following at all. And honestly, all of the following, I'm telling you, about 95% of the people that's following me is because they bought something from me and they follow me from there. Stop letting that shit hold you back. Nobody cares. You can literally get on the internet right now, today, right? And I've had a student that did this. Literally start a YouTube channel today, post a video about your offer. And if it's something that is highly sought after, if it's something that people actually really want, baby, that video could go crazy. And that one video alone could bring you in sales for months from today, years from today. Like, that's the power of it, okay? But you just have to learn those skills first. So again, if you want to learn how to create your own offer, I'm gonna link the SCIO Method down in the description box. Like I said, it's a one-time investment of $97. On top of that, you do get support. You get me, of course, the creator, the founder. Every Monday, I do like a mastermind. So if you need help with your offer, if you need, second opinion or anything like that, you're a part of a community. And then also inside I actually walk you through the process. So I walk you through literally step one of, extracting these skills. I just was kind of quickly showing y'all how to use the bot. That's just one thing, right? But there's actually, 7 modules inside of the program that you actually will learn these skills from. Because again, it's one thing creating digital products, but actually turning it into an asset is a whole completely different thing. Okay. So again, I'm going to link everything down below. Before I get off in here, I just wanted to quickly ask, does anybody have any questions? Now, if I have any moms watching me, one thing that I do when I'm on live is I always try to offer like some incentive for y'all tuning in. So thank y'all for watching the live. Make sure you like the live. Make sure if you're not already, you subscribe and you're following me on TikTok. Hey, Letitia, but if you are a mom, right, and you have been looking for a way to generate income online, I highly recommend that you start learning how income skills is, because it can change your life. I'm a mom that literally gets paid to take my kids out to eat, to go to brunch, to do the things that I'm already going to do anyway, like laundry, vacuum. I got to do that shit in a minute, right? But I turn that into content. I learned how to literally romanticize my life. And this is exactly what I teach to the moms inside of my community, right? Show you how to literally take the things that you're already doing, right, and turn it into income for yourself. And you can resell the community also for 85% profit. So it really is win-win. And with joining either one of these communities, it literally is basically like 2 income streams in one. So as you're learning, right, you can resell the program. But as you're creating your own offer, or really, honestly, it's more than that, because you can create as many offers as you want. Just like how I was walking through the process here of, creating that little, what's it called, passport, right? That's just one of many offers. You can put together like a private video series, okay, of like, of maybe what you're offering in your travel experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things you can do. Girl, people could meet with you about, there's so many different things that you can do. Y'all, I ain't gonna get into that. Again, I like getting on here and I get excited when it comes to building people's offers, y'all, because I've been able to witness it so many times and just see people transform. Y'all should be getting paid for the things that you love. You should be happy when you know what I'm saying? Like, again, ain't no wrong working no 9 to 5. I still work my 9 to 5, baby, and I made over $400,000. Okay. People look at me like I'm crazy all the time, but guess what? I know can't nobody ever tell me no. And that's the best feeling in the whole wide world. I can walk into a car lot right now and get a brand new car. I can go buy a new home if I wanted to. And I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that because I learned high income skills. Had I not learned, maybe I would still be in the same motherfucking position. And a lot of y'all, I'm telling you, working harder, signing up for Spark and DoorDash and trying to do 18 different things just to get some more income, you're never going to get out of that cycle. You know why? Because cost of living is going to continue to go up. You need to learn how to make money that doesn't require you to be on your feet. When you learn how to utilize systems and follow a structure, that literally allows you to make money while you sleep, while you're on vacation, while you're working your 9 to 5, while you're with your kids, while you're not with your kids, while you like. And that's the beauty of it. And that's what I teach. And that's what I think that everybody should honestly get a chance to experience. Because once I started helping people literally, and the youngest person I helped was 16 and the oldest person I helped was 67, I said, oh, it ain't no motherfucking excuse. It ain't no motherfucking excuse. So if you're not where you want to be, and you on this internet and you watching people and you saving this video and saving that video and saving that video and saving that video, that's your own fault. That's your, because you know why? You could go down the YouTube rabbit hole if you wanted to and compile a whole bunch of free information you know what I'm saying, and create an offer. You could have been, it's too much free information online. I personally get on here all the time and walk y'all through the process and show y'all how to do it. So again, you got to want it bad enough. But if you want actual structure and if you want a system, you got to invest in yourself. And that's the best advice I can give anybody. Okay. But all right, y'all, if y'all don't have no questions, like I said, this was my first live. I hadn't been here in a while, girl, but I'm back. I'm gonna repost this live and I'm gonna link everything down in the description. If you are interested on TikTok, go ahead and y'all. I know TikTok got all these funky ass rules. I don't look. The LINK is in the motherfucking link. Okay, if you want free information about either one of these programs that I was talking about today, or the SCIO bot or NPM, I do have free sneak peeks linked in my. It's the TikTok linked in my description. Okay, if they block me for that, they just gonna motherfucking block me. Okay, but y'all, and then on YouTube, I'm going to leave it down in the description. But all right, y'all, I'm gonna get off of here. I may hop on a little bit later because, like I said, I gotta get back into my. I gotta get back into my 1-2-1-2. Thank you. But all right, y'all. If nobody has any questions, I am gonna hop off of here. Y'all have a wonderful day. Look, I don't even remember how to hang up no more either. Let me see. Okay. Y'all, look, I ain't been on YouTube live in so long. I hang up. Oh, okay. It's an in stream right here. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna look everything down below.